Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Colin from Glass Half Broken, and I've decided to take a little time off and read some of the classics. One of those classics, of course, you all know it, Resident Evil Caliban Cove by S.D. Perry. Now, I'm not going to read the entire thing, obviously. It's a fairly lengthy book, and I'd like to enjoy a little bit of it myself. But I've decided to read a few little excerpts. Experts? I do consider myself an expert on Caliban Cove, but that's a completely different thing right there. Alright, anyway, I'm just going to go find a random spot right here. How about right here? And I'm just going to start reading a little bit from it. She veered toward the call, saw John's muscular form silhouetted by pale starlight at the corner of the building. As she neared him, she saw the open door, Karen standing in the entry, with her weapon trained back toward the boathouse. Bullets still sang through the shadows. "Get in!" Karen shouted, stepping out of the way, and Rebecca ran past her, not slowing until she was inside. She fell into a table in the pitch black. She fell into the table. Her molecules went inside the table. That's it. Cracking one hip painfully against the edge. Turning, she saw Karen firing. Heard John yelling, "Come on! Come on!" Actually says come on, and then again it says, "Come on!" That's brilliant writing. All right, let's try this again. Let's go. Right there. Okay. Sure, you guys can hold down the fort for a couple of days? I hate to think of you flailing around all directionless while me and David go clean up the umbrella thing. It's great. It's like David Mamet wrote this. It's that's how people talk. They just say things like the whole umbrella thing. You would imagine that if this were a film, then they would be stepping each other's lines and stepping on each other's different scenes and things like that, because it would just be it's real. That's how people talk. They don't talk in these perfect sentences like I am right now. I'm kind of talking like this, stuttering a little bit like that. 'Cause that's how people talk, man. That's how people talk. It's real. All right, let's try it again. Let's go. Alright, here we go. David stared at the screen, his thoughts racing furiously as the team leaned in behind him. Tension radiated from them, and David felt a sudden prickle of sweat break out across his forehead. Don't count. That was the clue. But what does it mean? It's enigmatic. It's like David Lynch. It's like you just you don't know if some of these things are in here as a red herring or what it means. It's all right. Let's try this one more time, and then we'll get going here. There we go. Right down. We get upstairs, pick them off one at a time, unless they mean to torch the house. So we run straight through them, out the back. Except they've got the firepower advantage. Maybe spook eyes, and we'd be moving targets. No contest. No. I want to point out that it's all written in it's all italicized. So it's that part right there. Oh my god, my hat! This book blew my fizz right off. That's how amazing this book is. All right, hang on a second. Look at that. It's all italicized. So it's they really want you to know. S.D. Perry was just okay, this part it's italicized, so it's intense. Somehow, even this is not filmmaking. This is not television. This is not through the page, through the text. We know that this is intense because of it's in italics. So that's just man, and that's just a couple little excerpts from this. Excerpts from the expert. All right, well, I'm going to go read all of this front to back for probably the 30th time. I've just read it so many times. And it's just brilliant. It's right up there with Catcher in the Rye. It's amazing. I'm gonna put this over here now, and so you guys have a lovely day, and I hope you all find your own little Caliban Cove of peace.